Hey guys, it is Marnie here, and I am back with one of my most powerful trading strategies to date. Now, disclaimer, I have been trading for over a decade and I have gone through some good experiences. I've partnered with some good people, but so have I partnered with bad people, and I've used strategies that didn't really give me the rate of return that I was looking for. But in the background, I've always been busy with something new. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you my personal strategy. This is a strategy I'm trading right now. If you want to check out the live results of my own account that I'm trading with this strategy, the link will be in the description below of the video, and you can go check out my results for yourself. It's a real account, and I'm using a third party program to pretty much take my results and post it online. So my results are live online. You can have a look at it at any time. Number one, guys, I never trade on behalf of anybody else. I do not provide signals, but I do provide a trading room where you can come and join me and copy the trades that I'm taking at your own risk. So I share all of the trades that I take myself on my WhatsApp group and inside of my Facebook closed Facebook group. You are more than welcome to join that group. You just need to please make sure that you follow all the steps to get into my group, because I'm very protective over the people that I teach and I want to keep them safe. But you are not here to hear all of this. You are here to see whether I have really found the holy grail of trading strategies and if it is as profitable as I claim it to be. Now, I do apologize if I keep looking up, guys. It's because I have a big monitor against my wall that I trade from, where I teach from. So if my eyes do travel up, then just take that I'm busy on my top screen. And I'm going to show you guys what I have been busy with for this past 24 months. It's a strategy that I've been practicing back and forth, and I do believe that I have found a winning system. Now, this trading strategy is simple. It is for lazy traders, serious lazy traders, and it really gives good results. So let me show you guys the results that I have been able to achieve up to now and some of the trades, and I will also go through the actual trading strategy and how I've applied it. So, is this my very own strategy? No, this is a combination of different strategies that I've compiled together that I find works on the specific instrument that I trade. I trade gold, and I really enjoy it because it gives me freedom to enjoy my life. I trade on the 4 hour chart. It really gives me the freedom to enjoy my life and trade as I want to trade and when I want to trade. Right. So this is a really, really cool strategy that I have put together, but it's not a strategy that has any special instruments or any special indicators. It is simply two everyday indicators that I use, and then I have a very, very strategic way of applying it. Now, you can use any movement indicator with this, you can use any volume indicator, but I have found that these two that I have works the best. But what I'm going to show you is how I manage my trades beyond that. It's not about when you take the trade, but it's more about how you manage the trade after taking it. So let's jump away with the strategy. Now, here are some of the trades that I've taken. But first of all, I just want to bring in my two indicators. So the first one is a 5 EMA. It's pretty much a straightforward EMA. It's not, I just use the 5 one because it allows me to have multiple moving. So these are exponential moving averages, and the inputs is 20 and 20. And the source for the first one is the high and the low. And the style, you can decide. I've just activated these two. the one is red, and the one is green, and you can see it here. So what it is showing me is it's showing me the high and the low of the price. So it's pretty much just a momentum indicator. It's that's what it is. It's a momentum indicator. It's it's a strategy I found while I was browsing through YouTube, and because I've been working a lot with momentum indicators, I really tried this one, and the results were pretty profound for me. And then the second one I use is the volumatic vidya. This one, you can get it. I will link all of the indicators in my description so you can go and download. These are free ones that you can put onto your free trading view. You don't have to have a specific one. And the inputs, the video length is 10, the video momentum is 20, the rest I've just left standard. And I will explain to you what I do. But for now, I don't want to switch on this specific indicator. I just want to focus on the momentum. So how does this strategy work? Well, the rules to this. So in order for you to succeed at this strategy, you need to be a very good rules-based trader, which means you need to follow the rules. Irrelevant of how you feel or irrelevant of how you see things, it's all about following the rules. So if you can learn to follow rules and apply them consistently over and over and over, you're going to get the results that I have here. So the first rule is that when I actually have my lines upside down here, guys, I do apologize. So on this indicator, the top one actually needs to be green, and the bottom one needs to be red. And I'll tell you why I have it green and red, because I have a life. I have 4 kids. I have a life. I run other businesses. So I don't have a lot of time to sit behind my charts. I just want to look at them and understand what's happening. So the green means when price goes above the green, it's a buy. And when the price goes underneath the red, it's a sell. That's why I leave it green and red, because it's like a stop street. Green means buy, red means sell. That's the standard of the industry. Even the candles. Green means there's more buying power, red means there's more selling power. Simple as that. So how this strategy works is the following. So let me clear my drawings. So how the strategy, let me go back a bit more. So to here. So how the strategy works is you're going to apply it as follows. When when you have a green candle that closes above your 20 EMA, right? So like this one. So you've got a candle that peaks its head through. Remember, this is a 4-hour candle, guys. I'm on a 4-hour chart. So the moment that the candle peaks its head out, you're going to take a long trade. That's it. No second watching. You're going to take a trade. Then you're going to look towards the previous swing low, right? So normally that is the swing low there. And then you're going to target a 1 to 1.5 ratio. Right. So that is the trade you are going to take. There it is. Right. There, it's fine like that. So now that's the first rule. So let's put on the first rule. Okay. So the first rule is when you have a candle that closes above, you take a buy. When you have a candle that closes below the lines, you take a sell. That's rule number 1. Straightforward. Not too difficult, easy to follow. Remember, the strategies for the lazy traders. I'm a lazy trader. I don't want to be spending all my time. I used to spend my hours and hours and hours behind charts. I'm done with that. I did robots, whatever you want to. I've done them all. I know how all these things work. And this strategy has produced the best results for me. And I think it's so easy to follow and it's so easy to apply. Am I going to build a robot in the future? Maybe. I'm not sure yet, but maybe I might make a custom indicator for this, just because I've never made my own custom indicator. So I'll just do it for the fun of it. So this is the rule number 1. Now, rule number 2, which is very, very important, you have to apply this diligently, because the success in this trading strategy does not lie in when you take the trade or how many ticks you do when you take a trade. It is how you manage the trade afterwards. I have found that the most successful traders in existence right now are good at managing the downside. They have the ability to reduce their losses. So instead of taking a full blown loss, they will take a smaller loss or they will close the trade quicker. And this is what makes this strategy so powerful. Is you're going to manage your losses better. Your profitable trades are going to run to TP happiness, mwah, money in the bank. It's all about the trades that turn against you because trading is like flipping a coin. I can't tell you if the price is going to go up of gold tomorrow, and I can't tell you if it's going to go down because I don't know. And that's what makes the strategy so beautiful. So I now have taken a trade, right? I took the trade there and I'm targeting a 1.15. But now the rule says that when a candle closes below the red line, then I have to take an opposite trade. So what will then ideally happen is because I'm following the momentum of the price, it means that when this candle closes below here, I have to close the trade. But what, Marnie? Just look at it. The trade went all the way up. Yes, because you are looking at a chart that has already happened. You are looking at the future on a chart. When this is unfolding, you cannot say that. And this is the biggest mistake that traders make. They try and predict the market. If you start predicting the market, you are going to lose your money over and over. You have to work with what you see and you have to be diligent in applying the rules. So I take a very small loss here. You guys can see this is a tiny little loss, right? That I take. So I close the trade because now my indicator is telling me that the momentum is going to change. So I'm assuming that it's going to change. And I like, a lot of times I say I assume, and then people are like, you can't assume. Well, in trading, you have to make an assumption. You have to look at what you're looking at and saying, is there the potential for, yeah, I can look at the previous low that it's made and can make a high and blah. Guys, I'm a lazy trader. I just want a strategy that I can apply consistently and manage my downside. That's it. So what would then happen is I will then open up a short position and I will click my short position there. I will target that previous swing right there and I will hit for a 1 to 1.5 target. Now, obviously, looking at this, you're thinking, yeah, well, money, you kind of like lost that trade. Of course I did. But it's not, it's about my downside. It's about managing my downside. So here is my trade. I've put it into existence and I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah, cool. This trade went well. I mean, it's 8 o'clock at night. So maybe I did check the trade and then I left it during the night. And then when I woke up the next morning at about 8 o'clock, I saw, oh my gosh, my trade closed against me. So that candle went against me. So then I open up a buy trade. But now you're looking at this thinking to yourself, what the hell? This woman is smoking her socks. There's no way that this thing can be profitable. Bear with me. Now what do? I target my swing low, which is right there, and I go for a 1.1.5, and in a couple of hours, I hit my profit target and I have a profitable trade. So this is pretty much how you apply the trade. You're going to buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. So I took 2 losses and I made 1 profit. Now, if you guys know, my risk to reward ratio is 1 to 1.5. So here I took a little bit of a loss. Here I took a 3/4 loss. And here I had a profit, right? But now, this is what makes this strategy powerful for me. I can apply it diligently. Is when I lose a trade. So when I close a trade in a loss, I then use the Martingale strategy. Now I know the moment that you say Martingale, people goes bananas because it means you're doubling up lot size. No, this is beyond risk. So, I mean, I only play with 1% of my account using this strategy. And I haven't had my worst case scenario is I've had about 9 trades that has gone against me simultaneously. I didn't blow my account, guys. I didn't because I stuck to proper risk management. I'm going to explain to you now how you're going to manage your account because everything in this strategy comes down to managing your downside. So when I have a loss, I martingale. So what does the martingale strategy, I hope I spelled that right. So, what does the Martingale strategy tell me? It tells me the following: that if I used in my what the heck am I doing here? If in my first trade, let's say I used a lot size of 0.01, right? Now I lost this trade. This is a loser. I did close a negative. So it means the next trade will be a double up, 0.02. Right. So this trade here was a 0.02. Right. Now I had another loss. So my next trade would then automatically have to be double that loss. So that would need to be 0.04. So I keep doubling up because now what did I lose? I lost a 2, that's 3, and I'm going to gain 1 here, right? So I double up. So this is now what I do. This is my, so that's what the Martingale strap. And if you lose another one, then you go to 0.08. And then if you lose another one, you go to 0.16. So that's how the Martingale strategy works, right? Now, I'm going to be upfront. In gold, it has the potential to stagnate sometimes, and you can have 9 consecutive trades that actually goes against you. So you need to keep that in mind. So you need to keep enough capital that you can run your downside. So then, if I have a negative one, but I'm also very, very smart. So if you guys had a look at this trade, right? This trade had a very small loss. So what I would then do is I would then, because I have martingale, right? And I've taken double the trade size for the previous one. So I make up the loss plus a new trade. I will then observe and watch the trade. So when my money has recovered my loss, I will then close I would close the lot size, the first lot size, right? So that means if I had a 0.02, because obviously I lost now, so it's a 0.0.2, right? I would close a 0.01. So I will close half of the trade, but the aim of the trade is only to recover my downside. So if I lost $1 here, I'm going to let this trade, you guys can see this trade never went down, right? Never went down, so I could never have recovered my loss. Right. So I there's no way of recovering my loss. So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to then so I've got my first trade that was against the, so now I take the loss of this trade and this trade, add it together. When I take the 0.04, right? This is the third martingale, this one that won. I will then close the trade, the 0.02 of that trade. So 0.02 of the third trade, I will close once I've recovered this and this loss. So that means whatever I have lost in the two trades. So my martingale is not designed for me to double up, double up my count. The only thing that I'm using the martingale for is I want to recover my previous losses. So I want to recover at least half or full on that. And then I will let the rest of the trading volume run to profit, right? Because that is how I then recover the losses. So I will then close the 0.2. I will close as soon as I can cover at least 80 to 100% of my loss. So that means I've put that money back into my pocket and I have allowed the rest of the trade, the lot size, to run. So the rest of the 0.02 has run to TP and it's given me it's given me a profit. So remember, I originally started with a 0.01, right? So now I'm sitting at, I've already bagged 0.2, which covered my losses. I let the other 0.2 run to profit and I scoop up the profit. So, how much did I actually lose? Nothing. I recovered my loss or partial of my loss, and I had a successful trade which played out for me. Do you guys see how the strategy is really powerful? I don't know if you're going to get this. If you are still struggling with it, you're more than welcome to come and join on my own trading room and come and see how I applied and how I explain it to you. But this is how you would then recover your loss. So you recover your loss with the part of the martingale that is with the lot sizes that you have lost, right? And then the other part of it, you will run to profit because the reality is out of this 0.04, The 2 and the 1 is inside of there, and there's a 0.01, which was the original trade that you would have let run to profit, right? So if you think about it, it's the exact same thing as you would have taken a trade. You took a trade here, you lost. You took a trade there, so it's a 0.01, you lost. Here you took one, 0.01, you lost. Here you took a 0.01, you won. So you had two losers, one winner, right? But now what I'm doing with my downside is I'm saying, well, I'm Martingale. And the only reason why I'm Martingale is to see if I can recover the loss that I originally had. So I will just let this 0 point, so the 0.1 and the 2 there, 0.03, I will let it run to profit until not full profit, but until I can cover my loss, and I will close it out because now I'm equal. I've gotten back what I lost. The equity is back in my account. I let the 0.01 run to profit target because if I had taken this trade without the martingale, I would have taken a 0.01 lot size. So I still get the TP, but the difference of my strategy is I bring my loss back into my pocket. So this is what makes the strategy so powerful. You can apply it on any instrument. I've tried it on NASDAQ. I've tried it on the US 100, US 30. I've done it on all of the currency pairs. Any of the major currency pairs, this strategy works as long as you cover your downside. You have to follow that steps. When a candle is there, you open the trade, irrelevant of how you feel. Right. Now, for you guys that are sitting and saying, yeah, but Marnie, I mean, look at this trade. This trade went all the way up here, right? I could have scooped all of this profit. I agree. I agree. So this is why I use the volumatic indicator. Now, what does this volumatic do for me? It is telling me which way the momentum is going. Where is the buying power? Are the buyers or the sellers in control of the market? Here you can see if it's red, it means the sellers were in control. If it is green, the buyers were in control. So here is an indication. So you can adapt the strategy where if it does break down here, you can, for argument, say, okay, well, this thing is still green. So I still see that there is some more down, upside to this thing. The volume is still showing that the buyer is in control. So you could have potentially cut this out if you want. But with the martingale, you cover it. I just like to use this indicator just to give me some sort of indication which way the market is going to keep going. For example, here. Now, here is where a lot of noise comes in. And this is where you have to stick to the rules, guys. This is where you have to. You have to put on your big boy pants and you have to stick to the rules. If trading is not for the faint, that's less than 1% of people succeed at trading because the reality is they can't follow instructions. So here is what you're going to do. So you took this trade, recovered your losses, you're waiting now. You're out of the market. Trading is not about how many times you can place trades. It is about how consistently you can apply the same strategy. Now I get here, and here is a short position, and I take a sell. Boom, I throw a sell. I look towards the upside, the previous, which is this upside, and I look for a 1.5. That's all I'm targeting. You guys can go further if you want to go to, let the rest of it. Maybe you want to close some more here and let it ride further. It's entirely up to you guys. I just focus. I'm not focusing on how many trades I can get correct. I'm focusing on how do I manage my losers. Because if I can manage my losers better and recover some of those losses, then my account grows. And I'll show you guys what my account did. I started this account in January. So it's January, February, March, April. I'm going to be halfway through it. So it's 2 months. I'll show you guys what this system has done for me, taking my first trade in January with one of my accounts, because I literally started a new account to show you guys the power of the strategy. So now, as you guys can see, the market went back in, came back out. So another thing on the strategy, guys, you never double up on a trade. Never. Because you're martingaleing, you do not double up on a trade. Please. You have to shut the trade down and open up a new one. So here you can see it almost climbed out, came back down, and right here, boom. That was what was this? 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, maybe you woke up, you checked your chart, and you're like, oh my gosh, this trade is going south. So you closed it, took the loss there. So you martingaled it, took in another trade right there. Let's say you didn't take it fully there, took it there, because life happens. and boom, that is my downside. I can also see from my volume indicator that there's still a lot of upside. Again, you could have not taken these because there was a green, there was a green line here. So you could have said, no, I'm not going to take the trade and not have it. It's entirely up to you. It doesn't matter which way you flip this. If you use the Martingale strategy, you can always recover your losses. The only reason why I use the volumatic is just to tell me which way the momentum is still going. If I do want to leave some of my trades to run and maybe take up more profit. But that's entirely up to you what your heart can hold. I find that the way I apply it now is really good because this is how a lot of beginner traders need to start. So now the trade hits there. I take another trade here. I go all the way to 1.5. Remember, how did I take this trade? I took this trade on a martingale. So on this trade, I used a 0.01 lot size. On this one, I'm using a 0.202 lot size. And then when it got to my loss here, which was this little loss here, I actually closed out the trade, recovered my profit. If you guys have a heart of steel like me, that doesn't even matter. I don't even close some of my trades when it gets to that. I just leave them, let them run. If they hit TP, great. That's how I was able to grow the account so exponentially because I just take the trades. For me, it's about taking the trade. Sometimes when I see that the momentum, like yeah, that's what I use this indicator for. Because now when I look at this and I'm like, okay, so I can close it here. So I can close it here. That's lost. But the market is still green. The buyers are still in control. Let's see how far they push it. And then normally they would push it through. If I do see that the momentum is slowing down, maybe I will then recover my loss. Just so that my loss is back in my bag. So it's a way you will learn over time how to manage it. It's entirely up to you. But for now, just get the strategy under your belt. Okay, so there I took a trade. I recovered this loss. This one went to TP. And then here I had a breakdown. These were two beautiful trades. I love these. These were so awesome. So I took a trade here. I took it somewhere here. I can't remember where exactly. And then I targeted this one. And at first I thought this was going to be a hectic trade because I was like, is this thing even going to go 1.5? But my volumatic indicator, if you go check it, it actually did show a huge spike. You see it was a huge spike in the sellers stepping in, the short stepping in, and they were pushing the price down. So I was like, "What? We got some momentum going here." And then right there, I was out of the trade, which means I went and relaxed and I just observed the market. And then let me just close this down because I don't want to confuse people. And then I had price push all the way back. I took TP, I think last week Friday. I took a trade there. That was my downside. And I had three winners in a row, which was awesome. You're not always going to get that with gold, but it was beautiful. So yeah, this is where we stand. So how successful is this trading strategy? Well, according to my statistics, if you go and check out my latest statistics, you will see that I'm up about 2,000 on the account. My total, so on a statistic point of view, I have about a 19.3% total return on the account so far. My monthly return is about 5.5%. My weekly return is about 1.3%. My biggest drawdown on the account from the Martingale was a 1.9% on the account. My winning trades are about 55.2. If you go and backtest the strategy, it is run about 45 to 50%. So over 100 trades. The statistics I got, because remember now, we're not closing trades exactly on a stop loss. So if you take it to stop loss and you apply the strategy, it's about a 47% success rate on the accounts over 100 trades. So, and with us not managing the downside better, it's a bit difficult to maintain it. That's why I'm trading a live account on this. So for me, in total, I've taken about 66,000. No, I've taken about 668 pips. My profit factor is a 3.75. So some of my trades, I let them run. So my risk to reward is a 1.82. My worst day, I had a drawdown of $184. My worst week was $113. So a risk of ruin is 0%. My account is looking very healthy and my average. So all of these statistics, guys, that I'm reading for you, you guys are more than welcome to go check it out on in the link in the description. You can go and check it out for yourself and you can then apply the strategy. So if you want to learn the strategy, I'm going to be teaching this to you guys absolutely for free. I believe that Trading should be something that is community driven. We should all be working together and we should all be benefiting. So the question you're going to ask now in the back of your mind, okay, well, Marnie, why are you doing it for free? Because anything for free, there must be some sort of catch to it. Guys, I work with FBS as my broker. And my broker, like every other broker, gives me commissions when people come into my community and they trade. So the reality is, when you come into my community and you trade, and every time you close a profitable trade, I get paid for it. And that's why I want to teach more people about my strategy, because the more money they make, the more money I get rewarded for the hard work. So that's where I make my money. I'm upfront with it, okay? So I'm not going to charge for lessons. I'm not going to charge for classes. The only thing I want you to do is go into the link, click on it. It's going to take you to my whole page, explain to you everything that I do. And then you're going to have to open up an account with FBS to be part of my community. That's part of it, because the reality is, before I've used different brokers, and then someone calls me and says, yeah, but I can't see the screen. And then we're on different brokers and it complicates things. And I've got to make extra videos for people. So this time, if you want to be part of the community, you want to come and learn this trading strategy, you want to come and trade with me on a daily basis, then you are more than welcome to join through FBS. If you have an existing FBS account, please send it to me. I will ensure that FBS puts you under my account. And here is the best part, guys. I really, really want to reiterate this. I will even get your swap fees removed without having to be a Muslim, without having. So part of my agreement with FBS is anybody that comes under my link, you don't pay any swap fees. So you can keep a trade for 10 years, 15, 20 years, you're not going to get swap fees. So that's part of the benefits of being part of my community. If you don't know what swap fees are, then I would suggest you get onto the introductory training with FBS or with YouTube and just go and learn the terminology. Other than that, guys, this is my strategy. So I'm putting it out now. I am going to be updating you guys on the trades. I am not currently running a trade. You guys have seen on the chart, I had a TP that happened last week, Friday, I think. Yes, Friday we had that big boost. Do I trade news? No, I don't. I am just an everyday trader. I trade on the 4 hour chart. Can you trade this on the 1 hour? Absolutely. If you still apply the same strategies, if you still apply the same stuff. I have not gone under the 30-minute chart. So you're more than welcome to test it and let me know if it's going to work. But yeah, if you want to join, then you need to go through the steps on my website. Go through the steps, get yourself a FBS account. And then once you got an FBS account, I will let you into my private trading room where you can come and apply the strategy with me and we can make money together. Because trading should be fun and it should be easy. And yes, I don't want to be the best female trader in Africa. I don't want to be the best female, any of that. All I want to be is I just want to be the laziest trader. I want to use the simplest of strategies and I want to apply them diligently. I want to be the most consistent trader on YouTube. I want to be the most consistent and most reliable and transparent trader in Africa. I want people to trust what I'm doing and I want to be open up front with it. So if this is something you want to do and you're like, hey, I would love to have an extra couple of bucks in my pocket, by all means. How much do you need to start? It's up to you. But as I always say, please do not take the last money you have in account. Please don't. If you don't have strong trading skills, do not take the last of your money. If you've got some extra money that you want to learn and you want to grow in it, you're welcome in the community. You can create an account, you can put in whatever you want, and you can apply the strategy. The only thing you're going to have to do is I have a framework according to the size of your account, according to the size of your lot size. You need to keep in mind your lot size because you're going to be using the Martingale combined. So you need to keep that in mind. Right. Other than that, guys, this is my strategy. I really hope that this has helped you. If you want to join, all the links are in the description. My WhatsApp number is also there, as well as my WhatsApp group link. You can join my WhatsApp. If you are coming there to spam, I'm going to block you. So please make sure when you come in there, you respect everybody, you love everybody. We are a beautiful community. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, I suggest you subscribe because I'm going to be doing 2 of these every single week, Mondays and Wednesdays, where I'm going to be showing you what's happening and how to apply the strategy. I will do lives where you can come and ask questions. You can come there and say, Marnie, how do I do this? How do I do this? In my community, I also answer. If you don't understand something, And I will also post my trade. So when I take a trade, I will post it with where I took the trade, where's the take profit, where's the stop loss, and you can go into your own account and copy it if you want. If you want to see my results, it's down in the link. Everything transparent. Other than that, guys, I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to share this strategy with you guys. And it's time to make some money, guys. It's 2025. It's year of abundance. Energy is flowing all over, and it's time for us to learn skills that are truly going to detach us from jobs and help us to make some really good money. And trading is one of those professions that if you really harness it down, you can make a shucks load amount of money in a short span of time. If you become consistent and you're in the right community and you're doing the right thing at the right time. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Write in the comment if there's any questions you have about it. And then I will see you guys on Wednesday for my next video. Have a blessed and awesome and terrific day. Bye.